use in the fight against COVID-19 and the Omicron variant. Local researchers say the vaccines will work and the booster could provide even more protection. Some bad news when it comes to treatments for COVID-19, the impact Omicron is having on how doctors treat the virus. Congress launches an investigation into Live Nation's role in the deadly Astro World Festival. 2 Houston area lawmakers are involved. They tell us the questions they have about what happened and Live Nation's role in all of it.
We would expect this type of sentence in Cuba or Russia or China, not in the United States of America.
A truck driver from Houston was sentenced to 110 years in prison after a fiery crash. Now family and advocates demand he get clemency. The latest on the case making national headlines. We begin with breaking news here at 6. Within the last hour, we've learned Fort Bend County Judge KP George tested positive for COVID-19. He says he's fully vaccinated and has had a booster. He's showing no symptoms, and he says he's currently isolating and that county operations will continue as normal. Well, this comes as Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner also is recovering from COVID-19. And a few hours earlier, Judge KP George raised the Fort Bend County COVID risk level from yellow to orange, which is significant risk. Health officials say you should minimize contact with others and avoid medium or large gatherings. This is in response to the growing number of new confirmed cases and hospitalizations in the county. And also new at 6, developments now in the Astro World investigation. Today, Congress announced it's opened an investigation into the tragedy which killed 10 people, injured countless more, and launched hundreds of lawsuits. ABC13 was the first to report the new developments on our news app this afternoon. Reporter Tom Abrams joins us live with the latest this evening. Tom?
Well, Eric, I spoke with members and staff of the House Oversight and Reform Committee. They're now the ones in Congress who are asking questions, wanting to know who knew what and when. The congressional effort now joins both the hundreds of civil lawsuits and a criminal investigation, all seeking answers to what happened November 5th. In its press release, committee members wrote, "The tragedy at Astro World Festival allows a long line of other tragic events and safety violations involving Live Nation." We spoke with 2 committee members, Congressman Kevin Brady and Congressman Al Green, both from the Houston area.
Prayers and sympathies are just not enough to address the concerns of those who are suffering. We need to know what happened, who's responsible, so that there can be some accountability. Without accountability, there won't be closure for these families.
And I want to make sure that the community got answers. I want the families to get answers. And more importantly, as a parent myself, I don't want to have to worry when my kids go to a concert, whether they're going to come home alive or not.
In a letter to Live Nation's CEO obtained by ABC13, the committee asks Live Nation 8 specific questions related to organizers' roles and responsibilities, their pre-show preparation, their response to fans breaking through barriers earlier in the day. They also want to know when Live Nation was made aware of casualties and when it was aware the event was considered mass casualty. They also ask what Live Nation has learned about the cause of the stampede, which crushed to death 10 people. And the committee asks about information regarding Live Nation's withholding of pay, plus what preventative measures the company is instituting. Live Nation responded today and did offer a statement to ABC13 which it asked we share in full. It read, "We are assisting local authorities in their investigation and will of course share information with the committee as well. Safety is core to live events, and Live Nation engages in detailed security planning in coordination with local stakeholders, including law enforcement, fire, and EMT professionals. We are heartbroken by the events at Astro World, and our deepest sympathies go out to the families and friends of the victims." Also today, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee referenced the investigation at an unrelated press conference. She has been in favor of a congressional investigation.
It is important to get the facts and to get the facts plainly, because we in the federal government oversee at least some aspects of safety.
The committee has informed Live Nation it wants the information by January 12th. Reporting tonight from NRG, Tom Abrams, ABC13 Eyewitness News.
We also don't want to forget, these are the 10 people who died as a result of the November 5th concert. All of them were under the age of 30, the youngest victim just 9 years old. Witnesses say the crowd surge began when Travis Scott took the stage around 9 that night. The medical examiner confirmed all died from compression asphyxia, meaning there was so much weight on their chest they could not breathe. Workers also began tearing down the festival stage a week ago. The stage and the rest of the festival set up at NRG Park remained in place in part because attorneys wanted to preserve evidence for lawsuits. All right, let's take a look at your holiday forecast, and we're in for what could be some of the warmest Christmas Southeast Texas weather we've ever seen. Let's go over to Chief Forecaster David Tillman for this warm update.
Yeah, yesterday we were thinking we would tie the record. Now today we're thinking we're going to break the record for the warmest Christmas on record. We're already seeing those temperatures build around the state. High temperatures made it to the 70s over most of the state. We were about 9 degrees warmer here in Houston than what we were yesterday. Check out tomorrow, close to 80 degrees here in Southeast Texas, well into the 80s in places like Midland and in the Abilene area. And then those places will be getting closer to 90 degrees coming up on Friday, Christmas Eve. We'll make it into the 80s by then. That 82 degrees on Friday is going to tie the record. There's Saturday, Christmas Day, 84 for a high, starting out in the mid-60s, breezy and muggy. It is going to be unlike any Christmas we've ever seen around here. Record-breaking temperatures is what we're forecasting, and that will carry over into Sunday as well, the day after Christmas, 83 degrees for high temperature. Those really warm conditions will last through most of next week. We'll talk about that, and we might see a shower again coming up in your forecast in a few.
All right, David, thanks a lot. And now to the latest on COVID-19. And one of the big questions tonight, how well does the vaccine hold up against Omicron? Well, tonight we have some answers. Researchers at UTMB say the vaccine's holding up extremely well against Omicron and that you still have great protection against serious illness without the booster. They also say the booster can actually prevent infection. They just don't know how long you stay at peak protection. Now, if you had COVID-19 in the past and are unvaccinated, protection quickly fades against the Omicron variant, which at this point has proven much milder than Delta. The FDA has now authorized Pfizer's antiviral pill. It's used for people who are diagnosed with COVID-19 and are at high risk for severe illness. ABC13's Nick Notario talked to doctors about the new pill. And Nick, for those that do want it, any idea of when it could be available?
Well, I certainly wish I had the answer for you tonight. Unfortunately, we don't. They don't know exactly when this pill is going to arrive in our area. Hospitals are waiting to find out that information from the state. We do know that hundreds of thousands of pills are expected to be sent across the country starting next month. Doctors say this could be a potential game changer, but with those pills not yet in the area, we wanted to find out what other treatments are available in case you get sick.
More tools are coming to help fight against COVID-19. The FDA approved the use of this new pill today. If given within the first 5 days of symptoms, Pfizer says it can cut hospitalizations and deaths by 88%. What's different about this pill is you can take it at home.
You don't have to show up to an infusion center. You don't have to have an IV started. Ideally, you could be diagnosed and handed a bottle to start taking immediately.
Memorial Hermann infectious disease specialist Linda Yancey says it's not a vaccine replacement. Think of it like Tamiflu when you catch the flu.
For instance, the influenza vaccine is far more effective than oseltamivir at treating influenza. The COVID vaccine is going to be far more effective at preventing COVID than Paxlovid will be at treating it.
The drug maker says the pill will work against the Omicron variant. That's good news because others aren't. This week, hospitals, including Memorial Hermann, pulled other treatments that aren't working well against a new variant.
We have the things that we know for sure work, and those are oxygen and steroids.
Memorial Hermann will receive 200 doses of another antibody treatment this week. Is still waiting to find out when it will receive Pfizer's new COVID pill. With cases on the rise, the medicine can't make its way to Southeast Texas soon enough.
The more weapons we have to fight this, the better.
The pill won't be given to anyone. You have to be at least 12 years old in order to get it. Also, you have to be at high risk for severe COVID-19 complications. And no, you won't be able to go to the pharmacy and find it on the shelves. You'll need a prescription from your doctor in order to get it. Live in the newsroom, Nick Vittorio, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, Nick, thanks for the update right there. And here's a reminder of who's eligible for a booster shot from the CDC. Anyone 16 and older can get a Pfizer booster shot at least 6 months after completing the original 2-dose series. For Moderna, it's anyone 18 and older 6 months after that second dose. And for the Johnson & Johnson single dose, anyone 18 and older can get a booster 2 months after that first jab. Adults can choose any vaccine for a booster shot. Also new tonight, Harris Health System announced it's tightening COVID visitor restrictions. Starting tomorrow, Harris Health is only allowing 1 healthy visitor per day at both Ben Taub and LBJ hospitals. They must meet certain criteria. More details are on the Harris Health System website. And a quick reminder as well, Houston Health Department vaccination and testing sites will close on December 24th for the Christmas holiday. They'll reopen on the 28th.